Hey guys, Mike Toy, Bonsai Boise. So today is going to be day of Schefflera updates. So I've got three different pieces that I'm going to be doing here. One is this Schefflera single trunk bonsai that I've had for a little while. I did a repot on this last summer. I'll give you a quick peek at that before I dive into it. Two is I have a Schefflera clump style bonsai that I got on clearance for $10 also last summer, and that I repotted over the winter and put into an actual bonsai training pot. So I'm going to do a quick update on how that's doing. And then three, I got another Schefflera clump style deal on clearance for $11 this time instead of $10. So I guess inflation and whatnot. But I told myself I've got plenty of Scheffleras, don't need any more Scheffleras, enough Scheffleras. Then I saw that one on clearance for $11. I'm like, give me all the Scheffleras. So I'm gonna do a quick peek of that. I'm gonna do just some minor trim on it, and I'm not gonna repot it today though. I'm gonna do it in stages. So stay tuned, and we're gonna dive in. Okay, so gonna do a repot on this guy now. So it's gone pretty wild in the interior, as you can see. So I'm gonna do some trimming just to kind of get it cleaned up a little bit and do some structural pruning so that I've got the branches that I want and getting rid of the branches that I don't want, and make sure that they are going in the direction that we want. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do here is we're gonna get rid of this guy because it's just going straight up. So we don't want the ones that go straight up like this. I'm gonna keep this one back here, but I really want to somehow get it moving in this direction. So that way, as you can see here, the flow of the trunk kind of goes up and then over and like this again. So I just want to kind of keep that movement going. I may get rid of this guy here in the middle right there, and this one here is going to be shortened down. So once we make the cuts that we want to make, I'm going to repot it into this pot right here. It's a little bit bigger. I'm not 100% sure I like it because it's square and I just don't know if it fits it correctly, but I think once it's in there, I'll like it. So I reserve the right to change my mind once I get there if it looks terrible, so we'll see. Oftentimes these things go that direction once I get started on it. I've got an idea and a vision and a plan, and I get in there and all plans are out the window, and now I'm doing something different. So we'll see, might do that too. But now I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit so that you can get a better look, and I'm gonna start with the repot. So let's go. so bad in this square pot as I thought it might. I was a little bit afraid that it would, but it doesn't. And I think once it grows back out and fills out again, I think it'll look even better. I'm still half tempted to get rid of this guy. I don't know about it. I'm not so sure it belongs there. Yeah, I can't tell. For now, I'll let it go, but it may have to go at some point. Anyway, so as you can see, I did a big trim there, hoping for the best as far as how it grows back. And I guess there's not much else to say. So that's a look at all the Scheffleras that I dealt with today. The repot on this one, the update on last year's clearance find that I turned into a clump, and then this year's clearance find that I just did a little trim on, and not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it from there yet. So we're going to leave it in the pot, deal with it a little later after I think about it. So hope you got something out of this. If so, please do click like and subscribe on the channel. I appreciate everybody who does, and I love seeing comments from people and suggestions. I learn things on my own trees from people all the time. I mean, I'm no expert, so I appreciate comments from people, and questions. I do my best to answer the questions. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know, but oftentimes I'll preface my answer with, in my experience, because I'm not saying, hey, this is it, this is the rule. I just, in my experience, any question and answer that you see on here or anywhere else, it always depends. There's so many factors, so take everything with a grain of salt. It depends on your climate, where you live. I live in Boise, Idaho. You might live in Tallahassee, Florida, or Canada, or wherever. So obviously the climates are different there, and the temperatures are different. And, so your watering would have to be different, which means your soil would have to be different, and what kind of trees you can keep outside and inside will be different. So take everything with a grain of salt, and just use it if you can use it, and take everything with a discerning ear. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.